Ben McAdoo is our head coach and has our support. We are in the midst of an extremely disappointing season. Our performance this year, particularly the past 2 weeks, is inexcusable and frustrating. While we appreciate that our fans are unhappy with what has occurred, nobody is more upset than we are. Our plan is to do what we have always done, which is not to offer a running commentary on the season. It is our responsibility to determine the reasons for our poor performance, and at the end of the year, we will evaluate the 2017 season in its entirety and make a determination on how we move forward. Week 11, you're watching True Blue Review. Rich?
Yes, sir.
Ownership has spoken. We can put the whole coaching thing to
I thought that was like
an end.
fucking some political person talking.
That was John Mara.
Okay.
That's a political person. He's football political.
Somebody wrote that for him.
So, so it looks like we can put to bed Coach Mack and Coach Spags for right now. Let them finish out the season
I figured that would be the case.
and see what we get.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case. I don't think that they're going to let Spags go. Okay? I think they'll let McAdoo go.
Right.
And then once a new coach is named, then he'll let Spags go.
Right.
That's how I think it's going to roll.
You think Reese is going to stick around?
I just don't know what's going to happen with Reese. I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, that remains to be seen. And as they told us, we're not going to know anything till after the season. So, with that in mind, leave it alone. All right. Hey, I found a little bit of trivia that was really interesting. Speaking of coaches being kicked on their ass in the middle of the season, the last time that happened was 1976. Bill Arnsparger was released by the Giants, and John McVay was brought in as head coach. We discussed this a little earlier. There is a little bit of or a lot, I would say, of relation between Sean McVay and John McVay.
Yeah.
Sean McVay being the grandson of John McVay.
The Rams head coach.
The Rams head coach, thank you. And the story behind John McVay and probably why Sean McVay wanted to embarrass the Giants was the fact that John McVay was responsible for the miracle at the Meadowlands, which was not really a good miracle.
I don't even know why they call it the Miracle at the Meadowlands.
Yeah, the debacle, the total screw up.
It's just like the dumbest play ever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even understand what they were thinking. It's just stupid.
Well, there you go. So there's a little bit of background in that, but we've heard from the ownership, and they've spoken. So everybody can move on from who hates the coach more and should he leave today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So pretty much.
I'm not surprised about that. I figured that would be the case.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
I have a game to play.
Okay.
All right. And you get to play it with me.
All right.
I'm going to call out a number.
I hope you don't put me on the spot.
Not really. I think you'll get this, but some of it's a little out there. So I'm going to hold up a number, and I'll hold it up to the viewers as well. And I want you to tell me what this number represents in reference to the game.
To the game that they played?
Yes.
Okay.
To the game that they played. 0.
0? How many sacks the Giants got?
That's right. And in fact...
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I have a bell for you, too.
Okay.
All right, so you get a bell. Now, actually,
Wow.
There's a little bit more behind that. The Giants haven't had a sack since week 7. So
That's terrible.
another 0.
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Yeah.
are they doing?
Defense.
What are they doing over there?
How can you not get in?
What is happening with this team, man?
I know.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I think I said in week 4, after week 4, because they're 0-4, and then some stuff happened. I think I was thinking, this is the worst I've ever seen this team.
Yeah.
I've been watching this team for a long time, since like 83, 84. And I can't remember every game, but I remember a lot of games.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember almost every season.
Yeah.
And I just never seen the Giants play so horrible.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about the defense a little later on, but that certainly pertains to the defense. So I have another number. The number 4. The number 4.
I mean, that could be anything.
I know there are actually 2 answers I have for this. Okay.
I don't know.
Well, the number 4 is for the 4th touchdown in 4 games for Evan Ingram.
Oh, well, that's a good thing.
Okay. Now the bad thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like totally negative stuff right
That's
now.
all right. There is a negative associated with this. It is also the 4th fumble that Eli's had.
Yes.
Where a team has gone back.
You know what?
For a touchdown.
He's got to get that under control.
I
love Eli to death. And you know when I'm talking to non-Giant fans.
Right.
Because I don't know, Eli is very scrutinized by, every time I talk to somebody like, oh, Eli's not elite. I'm like, shut the fuck up with your Eli's not elite. You're just watching the fucking news and you're just saying that shit because some commentator said that shit. Whatever. Yeah. He's a good quarterback, okay? Yes. He's a good quarterback. However, that's not good for Eli.
No.
And
it's a game killer.
Come on.
It's a momentum killer.
Come on. Right in the it was
that's 28 points.
The first drive of the game, man.
Yeah.
And he does it's aggravating. It's like, come on, man, get that under control. And he tried to get rid of the ball somehow. And he does that once in a while.
He's got to tuck it. Just tuck and roll.
He does it once in a while. He doesn't want to take the sack and Then I think about the helmet catch, and I'm glad.
I know.
So it's like,
yeah. No, I got you. All right, so we have another number. It's a positive number. 142.
Rushing yards?
No.
Oh, the amount of yards that Sterling Shepard got. Nice.
Yes, 11 catches for 142 yards. He was the man.
Yeah.
He was the man on offense.
Yeah, that was
well done.
Yeah.
Sterling Shepard. Last but not least, 186.
Positive or negative?
This is a bad thing.
186 yards against rushing?
Yes. The Giants gave up 186 yards rushing.
Just in that game, or is that their average in the last?
That's just in that game.
Oh, okay.
That's just in that game.
Because he'd be giving up a lot of rushing yards.
Really?
What's going on with this team?
I know. This team, defensively, although Olivier Vernon was out for a while, but he was back in this game and he did get an interception. The defense hasn't really changed much. There's a mentality with this defense that's changed. Physically, they haven't changed. Keenan Robinson injured. He's out now. There's a few things here and there, but the basis of this defense, which is why you have to kind of kick Spags in the ass, how'd this defense change and what's he doing?
I've seen Spags have some not great seasons. I've seen him also have some great games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't... The effort that the Giants are putting forth, which you really can't give... You can't really say that's on the coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the players need to play.
Right.
And you just put them on the field and they play. And the coach is responsible for motivating him, so to speak. But I heard something a long time ago, and this makes total sense. This is a leadership thing. You know what? It is not the job of anybody to motivate you in any particular scenario. What their job is as a leader is to create conditions which you can motivate yourself.
Right.
So I don't know if the conditions are there. Well, I'm going to say the conditions aren't there. But regardless, the defense they just didn't show up. They're not trying. It doesn't look like they're trying.
Right.
You know, they're missing tackles, and they're just not giving that effort.
The secondary got wasted.
There's no heart. There's no heart.
And that kind of brings us to this whole thing with Jackrabbit. I mean, this is a guy that at the beginning of the year, I was thinking, man, this guy's going to have a stellar year.
And he's had 2 or 3 amazing games.
Yep. Yeah. He has. Again, I think he was directly pretty darn close to the reason why we beat the Broncos.
You know, and it's one thing if you get owned by like a great receiver. But who does San Francisco have?
Right.
It's a team of nobodies, man.
Well, now they're somebody. For one
week, they got to celebrate like we celebrated against the Broncos.
That's right.
They're all like, "Woo!"
Well, they beat they beat a 1-win team. So, but with that in mind, Janoris Jenkins, what I would like to do is offer something that I use often for you, so you can get the fuck over this and move on, and that is my bottle of anti-monkey butt powder. Janoris, use this. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay? A little sprinkle on your ass and you'll feel a lot better, and you'll get out there and you will create some tackles.
You know, I'll be honest with you.
Anti-monkey butt powder.
I don't know what his contract looks like, but if a new coach comes in and sees that performance, man, that guy's got to be a guy that is like, dude, he's got to get benched. I mean, to play that just passively.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's hard to say if it hurt more getting our asses whipped by the Rams or losing to the 49ers.
The 49ers is definitely worse to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The 49ers were like relevant for 1 week. They have not been. I mean, they're a bad team. Their quarterback play is bad. Their defense isn't there. They do have a bit of a running game, but I don't even really know one receiver on that team. They're just not. You know, there might be a receiver, if somebody mentioned it, that I'd say, oh yeah, that guy. But for the most part, their offense is horrible. But yet they're able to put up 31 points on the Giants.
Right.
And the Giants got a I mean, they beat them like 31-13. I know Giants got like a garbage touchdown at the end of the game when the 49ers didn't care. But to get beat that bad by a team that bad, come on.
Well, you know what let's think about this. You know what the Rams and the 49ers have in common other than whipping the shit out of the Giants?
They're in the same conference?
No. Both head coaches used to be with the Redskins.
Oh, okay.
And it gives them a little bit more insight on the Giants. It wouldn't surprise me if one called up the other and said, hey, man, here was my game plan. It worked pretty damn well for me, whatever the case. But I thought it was interesting. They're both, Shanahan and McVay were both on the Skins before.
Yeah.
So interestingly enough, may mean nothing. We have some new faces on the Giants. Okay, Khalif Raymond.
By the way, you didn't talk about the tight end thing.
Oh, man, let's go into that.
That is horrible.
Yeah, let's go into that.
That's on Spags.
Yeah.
Because if you have a team.
So let's explain what that's all about.
So what has happened, and this is nothing new. This goes back, I know it's 10 games in a row now.
Yeah.
But this goes back like a few seasons. The Giants allow tight ends to score on them consistently. Touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And big plays.
Right.
Tight ends get a lot of touchdowns. That is in the scheme. It's in Spag's scheme. So why does his scheme allow that to happen?
Right.
Where you're getting smoked by these tight ends. And these are not like, we're not talking about Gronkowski.
Right.
We're talking about Tyler Higbee.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Tyler Higbee? Never even heard of this guy.
Right.
And all of a sudden, and I'm listening to, I listen to fantasy football, watch fantasy football, the podcast and stuff. they're always saying, hey, man, who are you going to start this week in the tight end? I don't know, whoever's playing the Giants, because you're guaranteed that you're going to get a touchdown against them.
Wow.
And every week they're right.
Wow.
Every week they're right. So,
well,
I'm a little nervous about the upcoming game. We'll see.
Travis Kelce is someone to be reckoned with. We'll get to him.
He's a bad boy.
We have some new faces. Khalif Raymond, punt returner, fumble extraordinaire. Fumbler extraordinaire.
I don't even know.
That's the backstory on this guy. He just left the Jets, I think, in week 2 or something like that. Fumble extraordinaire. So it's going to be beautiful.
That's just
all right.
wonderful.
John Greco, tackle. I think he came from the Browns. He's about 10 years in the league or so, and he's a veteran. This guy's a veteran. For whatever it's worth.
They picked him up? I don't even know this story.
Yeah, they picked him up.
O-line guy?
So Justin Pugh's more than likely going to be out.
Yeah.
Okay? So they brought this guy in. And then lastly, Akeem Ayers, who I think is basically going to come in. Keenan Robinson's been put on IR.
They've been having some problems with the linebacking core.
Certainly have. Calvin Munson's getting a good workout this year for a rookie.
Well, that's good. That means that
for next year.
For next year.
Yeah, it's good evaluation for him. We were talking about that last week. All right, so let's look at the upcoming game.
Do we have to?
Very briefly.
This is Rams 2.0 in my mind.
Yeah, this is going to be fairly ugly. But okay, so we've got Alex Smith. To start with. He's a great quarterback. Ranked 5th in the league.
He's a good quarterback. Well, this year he's ranked 5th in the league.
Yeah.
He's been, a quarterback that hasn't never really done anything amazing. Mm-hmm. But when you watch him play, he doesn't throw picks.
Right.
He doesn't throw down the field a lot, is why he doesn't throw picks. But, man, the first 3 or 4 games this season, man, that Kansas City offense was sick. I mean, they were putting up like 40 points a game. And, some defenses have got that under control. So Alex Smith is good. I mean, he's kind of in the Manning boat. I think that the only difference between him and Manning is that Manning will take more risks, down the field than Alex Smith has.
Yeah.
But Alex Smith has better legs.
Very much so. He's
smart.
Yeah.
He's a smart quarterback.
Yeah, you
can't play in the league for 10 years and not be a decent quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
As a starter.
Yeah.
You might got some guy riding the bench and you don't even know who the hell he is. But
he's got 37 rushes. He's averaging almost 5 yards a rush.
Yeah, he is opportunistic on his rushes. He just sees a certain point and then boom, he takes off.
Right.
And the Giants, that's another thing in the scheme of the Giants, they're really bad against mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They seem to, and that's not just totally on a defensive scheme. That's also on the smartness of the quarterback themselves.
Especially the way they're going now. Especially when the way they're going now, because if I recall, they kept Dak Prescott from running fairly well, and also Matt Stafford was another running quarterback, and Carson Wentz was another one. I'm trying to remember the games where we had some running quarterbacks in there that we actually kept them contained, but it seems like it fell off.
Maybe they thought about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they thought about it because they were getting owned. Oh man, dude, my mind goes back to Randall Cunningham and him. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
God. Him getting hit and like falling down, he lands on his hands with the ball like this, and he gets up and throws a freaking touchdown. that was like in the 80s, man. That's like just like
Their lead rusher is Kareem Hunt, 5.5 yards a rush. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
New guy, rookie.
Yeah.
He was just having ridiculous big plays. This is why I'm nervous.
Yeah.
This is a big play team.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're a bigger play team than the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so they're able, and then you also have their coach.
Yeah.
Who is the Philadelphia Eagles coach.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the Giants.
He knows the Giants. Not much has really changed.
It's just really. It's really easy to see that this could be really bad news for the Giants, man. If they don't put forth that effort. If they play passively, this team is going to fucking kill them.
Well, they're coming off a bye week, which does not play into the Giants' hands.
Yeah.
They have lost 3 of their last 4 games, which does not play into the Giants' hands as far as I'm concerned. One thing that does play into the Giants' hands is the fact that the Chiefs' defense, they are ranked 31st against the rush. And when the Giants, the way the stats have gone, when the Giants allowed Darkwa, which has only been a couple games, more than 20 rushes.
Giants' running game has been better. At least that's improved.
Been under Darkwa.
At least that's improved.
Yeah. And then we put the rookie in behind him, and they seem to work out pretty well.
I think it's Darkwa, but on the line, Fluker, I think he allows for that. So so good on him.
So that's pretty much what I have on the Chiefs at this point. Is there anything more you want to add in reference to what we can do to maybe pull another upset out of our ass?
And I don't know what year it was. I don't think it was last year. It was 2 years ago.
Right.
They haven't played the Chiefs in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe it was 3 years ago.
Wow, it's been that long? I guess the rotation.
The Chiefs crushed them, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And it was just.
The Chiefs have been on the cusp.
I remember they ran a. You haven't even mentioned Tyreek Hill. I mean, this.
Oh no. Yeah.
This guy is one of these guys that you just don't know.
Yeah.
But he can run back punts and do it effectively. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pick the Giants.
Okay. You know what? I think I will. And you know what? I'm going to do it, and I'm going to say that I have a feeling that the Giants can upset them. They lost against Dallas, big time, or bigly, as we like to say in the D.C. area. They lost against Dallas. They lost against Oakland, and I can't remember what their third loss was. They're 6-3 right now. But anyway, we'll see.
I have a lot of feelings, but sometimes those feelings are just feelings.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't have any money
nothing
on it.
more than it's hope.
Exactly.
It's hope, but with the Giants' performance in the last couple of weeks, this team coming in, the fact that they lost 3 out of 4 because they're not untalented, Andy Reid knowing the Giants, it's not great.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm always going to root for the Giants, but I just can't see them winning this game.
Yeah.
Even though I'm going to pick them.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be full of Kansas City fans. From everything I hear, the Giants fans are giving up tickets for nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's hard to blame them.
It's hard to be a fan, go to a stadium, and watch your team get massacred.
Right. But those who are truly want to be there, they'll be there. So you never know. We have some new viewers.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to now show those viewers Alfredo Forte, Marcela Ortega, Cynthia Roman, and Sabrina Barnhart.
Sabrina? She did?
Yeah. How about that?
Check her out.
Welcome. And thank you, Tin Cannon, for some awesome beer. Thank you, Anti-Monkey Butt Powder, for getting me through the week.
That's funny.
Thank you, Sabrina, Julie, and thank you, Rich.
Thanks, bro.
Again, we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Please leave whatever comments you have below the YouTube page, and please check out our Facebook page at True Blue Review. We appreciate it.
I should say go Giants, but it's like I'm not enthused to say.
Go Giants! Come on, baby.
Just, you know what? It's in my mind, it's just really shameful that Eli Manning has to be a part of this at the end of his career. I just feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
That's all right.
But anyway, go
Give us
Giants.
something positive. There you
And
go.
thanks, fans. Appreciate you.
All right. We're out.